What's up, man? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Hopefully, everybody could jump in. If you can, while you here, hit the like, share this out. It's the time, man. This is what we all been waiting for. We already discussed it, but now we here. Dr. Specimen, how you doing?
It's been a day. It is. It's been a day.
It's been a day, man. It's been a day. Now,
I don't really know what
um,
happened. I don't know. It's been a day. It's been a long day. Haven't really,
yo,
haven't really been on YouTube or Twitter or fucking anywhere on the internet at all today. I haven't even touched a wireless connection today.
yo, Robbie, what's going on, old chat? I see you in there. Everybody check in. Burn up the chat. We are talking about it now. Those who don't know, Sunday we were already discussing every single thing about the leaks. And Dr. Specimen, we want to get in, but there are people who may not have seen the trailer, different things. So I'm going to give someone, if they haven't seen it, just a little precursor, okay? After months, and this is a long time, this has been a lot of leaks all over, a lot of speculation we've talked about here, okay? The Nintendo Switch 2 is finally here, and I'm just going to say the announcement phase, because I don't know what else to call it, all right? For those who have not seen the trailer did not contain too much, Dr. Specimen. I think we could pretty much memorize the
I
trailer.
could pull it up if you want.
You know what? I don't know if we're going to get hit. We might get hit now. We got to watch
Nah, I get Nintendo's Nintendo. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna.
I think we're going to get hit. I think we. What do y'all think, chat? If we played a Nintendo Switch trailer, would we get hit? Would that just destroy monetization? I think it will. Instantly. That's me. Unless we cut it out. Because what's going to happen, let me give you a prime example. Game Awards. Remember we streamed the Game Awards?
Oh, what that get?
I've done it. Demonetized.
That's rough. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Multiple sections too. It gives you the times and everything, right? But nonetheless, I want to see if we can kind of get around certain things. All right, now, damn, you made me want to play it, man. See, that's why I said I wasn't even supposed to do it. No, we're not. Okay.
I'll pull the website. I'll pull the website up.
There we go. We'll pull the website up. We'll take a look
later. We'll talk first, and then we can break the website down.
So this trailer was a simple trailer. What it contained was showing the Nintendo Switch 2 hardware. Very simple. And what I liked about the trailer is it actually showed the old design and showed the differences in how they change every single aspect of the hardware on the old design to the new design.
And like in a way, I don't think I've seen anyone measure it out. I'm sure someone has. I just haven't seen it measure it out exactly yet. But my guess is that with the way that they did it, you literally could figure out the exact size of the display because of it.
No, you could. And there were some things I noticed immediately, okay? And we will discuss some of these things in the trailer, but one specifically that I noticed, which we noticed way before, was the controllers. A lot of people seen this magnetic leak of screenshots that come out, but Nintendo has actually shown us now more of the hardware internals for that. And Dr. Specimen, just on that, we're going to break this down piece by piece. So if you are here, hit the like, share it out, please. Thank you. But let's just take that part. Because one thing I thought of when I immediately saw this, I thought of some magnetic mechanism that never was exposed, right? Completely covered, something that you did not have to worry about an issue. This almost seems to me, I'm not certain, but this seems like it could be possible. You could be dealing with some Joy-Con issues if that part breaks off. How do you charge? What are your concerns on that? What do you think about that?
I actually am not super concerned about it because from what it looks like, and I know obviously we've only had a very limited look at it, but from the idea that I'm getting, it looks like the Joy-Con actually doesn't latch at that middle connection point. It looks like there are latches at least the top, if not the bottom. And so my guess is that your likelihood of breaking this off are no more likely than it is to break off a Joy-Con from the Switch 1. Although what I will say is that I have no, I did a shell swap and it was a crappy shell. That's why this happened. I have actually pulled out a Joy-Con rail from a Switch tablet
Okay.
from being too rough on the Joy-Con. And the thing I've noticed is that if you're not so rough, all that'll happen is it will pop out, and then now yeah, you have to take it apart, and I mean it's a whole deal. And if you don't care to do that, it's a problem. But at a factual level, all you need to do is carefully pull the Joy-Con off, take the tablet apart, put the rail
All
back
right.
in, screw it back down. And generally speaking, it's fine.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, I like
but
that.
with this, I could see that a similarly rough or a comparably rough attack on it,
Okay.
the Joy-Con popping off could be more detrimental. But then again, if you're really rough and like you smash it off or something, or a kid drops it down a flight of stairs or something, and it really just bends the right way, I mean, your rail would pop off, and then the ribbon cable would likely rip. So I mean, pick your poison.
Okay. All right. And we're going to go through different things in this trailer, and then I want to get your opinion of how you feel personally, how I feel, and we'll get deeper into it. Now, also in this trailer, there was something specific I noticed with, and they mentioned it towards the end with Nintendo Switch games currently, right now, that those will be able to be played on Nintendo Switch 2, but it did have a small blarb there. Okay. And that small blarb says something along the lines of all Nintendo Switch games will not work or fully be compatible at the time of release. And I don't even want to say release because I almost feels like it said it may not be compatible. Like there are some games that will not
Yeah.
work.
I have it
Okay.
open right now. Nintendo Switch 2 plays both physical and digital Nintendo Switch games. Certain Nintendo Switch games may not be supported on or fully compatible with the Nintendo Switch 2. Details will be shared at a later date.
Okay. All right. So why do you think that is? Some people seem to think with hardware, right? You have the same cartridge slot. Why doesn't it work?
I
Can
got
you
a
go
very
ahead and
simple
explain
one.
some of that? Go
Um,
ahead.
I could think of two. Well, one's a category of games and one's an individual game. I'm
Okay.
thinking Labo and Ring Fit. What do those
Okay.
two have in common?
Not sure. Tell
It's
me.
that damn IR camera. They don't got it on the Switch too.
Mm.
Now, my thing though
Okay.
is, what's stopping you from connecting Joy-Con V1s and playing it? Now, my guess is what they'll probably
Yeah.
say is, well, we don't want to continue selling Joy-Con. We're not going to be selling Joy-Con V1s for the rest of the Switch 2's life cycle. And so if we allow you to play it, then eventually there's going to be a period where you can't buy the controllers that work for it, and it'll become a third party seller commodity, and it'll be a huge deal.
Okay.
But nothing would physically stop them from just porting the code over for the IR camera and just letting you use the Joy-Con. You know what they might do?
What's that?
I'll read this again. May not be supported on or fully compatible. So I'm wondering if that fully compatible maybe means like when you try to load it, it's going to say this is a Switch One game that requires hardware only available on Joy-Con V1. If you have them, please connect them. If not,
Okay.
this game will not function properly.
Okay. I like
Um,
that.
Kind of like you know what? Actually, no. Now that I think about it, the Wii did this. The Wii U did this because you didn't have GameCube controller ports, and there were a lot of games. I'm thinking DDR where you couldn't play DDR properly because you could play the Wii Balance Board mode, but you couldn't
Yeah.
play normal DDR with it with the pad because you didn't have a GameCube port. So it actually wouldn't be totally unlike Nintendo to basically be like, if you have the thing, then sure we'll let you play it, but like if you don't, I mean, we're not gonna, it's up to you to find them, and
Hmm.
we're not gonna cry if you overpay for them because that's not our problem.
And I can understand that a bit. Imagine in the used market, right? Someone goes out there and they just say, "Hey, I'm just going to buy these old Nintendo Switch games and I'm just going to play them right on my Switch too." It kind of throws a loophole in there, right?
I
It
I'm
throws something else
also
that you may need from an older system. So I like that.
I,
Continue.
I'm also wondering if maybe it's interesting because I was gonna say I'm wondering if maybe by games they just outright won't let you play if they mean like demos or something. But even then,
Mm.
if it says right here that Nintendo Switch 2 plays both physical and digital games. So if it plays digital games, my assumption at least is that they're going to continue selling Switch 1 games on the Switch 2's eShop. Why would the demos not go with that? So I don't
Mm.
know what I can't think of I can't think of any games that are like fully hardware blocked from this,
Yeah.
other than what I just described requiring Joy-Con ones.
Yeah. So, man, now we got so much to unpack. I'm gonna go through now. They also showed Mario Kart 9, which is also something
Fuck
that's been
yes.
mentioned in the leak. We can definitely give a big shout out for that. That
Now,
is
Nick,
another
here's my
10
question.
years, man. Another 10 years. I think that could take off. That could be 15 years. Mario Kart 9, but what's your question? I'm ready for it.
Will this just be a graphical and
No.
track
No.
update, or you think they're gonna
No.
add whole new game
This
modes?
is it, man. This is it, man. Whole new game modes. We're gonna see things we never seen before. We're gonna have new characters, man. New characters. Yes, we're gonna have special abilities that you never seen before. I think we're gonna get it all, man.
Well,
I'm
and you
I'm
know
I'm
what? Since we're on this topic, man, here's what I'm thinking. Because
all right, let's go.
right, the Switch, they were being super, super safe with. They were being as safe
Mm-hmm.
as possible with. And I think what they realized was, hey, we already made all these great games for the Wii U that didn't get jack shit in terms of sales. Let's just port it all over to the Switch. Maybe add some things on top of it. We'll get, the returning customers will want to probably ditch their Wii U as soon as possible, so they wouldn't really mind having to get a new copy for the new system.
Preach.
Not to mention being able to play it portably, but you're going to have all these theoretically these millions and millions of new people who were never going to be able to buy the game in the first place because they didn't own our damn console, able to play it, and realistically, to probably the majority of Switch owners, Mario Kart 8 was a new game. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe rather was a new game. They
It
didn't
was.
maybe they saw some videos of Mario Kart 8, but you know they never really played it because they didn't own a Wii U.
Preach. Now, Dr. Specimen, what I'm going to do here is because I think we've covered a lot in the trailer. There's one other piece I think I may be missing, but for the most part, we covered a lot. Um, there are some things I like to pull up as far as some different posts on our favorite platform,
Real
right?
quick,
But
I
yes,
just
you mentioned some things too.
just one last thing I figured might ask you. Naming convention. How are you feeling about just Switch 2?
I
Personally, I
like
don't
it.
really care.
I
I think
like
it's
it.
fine. I
I
mean,
like it, man.
I think there's sort of two aspects to it. Number one, I think Nintendo's trying to not have a repeat of the Wii U because this kind of bleeds into my second point, so I won't hit it too hard. But Nintendo had something good with the Switch. They wanted to do a second round of it.
Talk.
Why make it any more confusing than just saying it's the Switch? Number two, it's the next
Yeah.
one. It's the
I want to
follow
know
up. It's
this.
bigger and better.
I'm going to ask who got a problem? Who has a problem with Switch 2?
Well,
Are they
it's
out
so
there, man? Because I'm going to
yes.
just say it
There's
right
a lot of
now.
people.
They are create freestyle, man. Like you said, time to buy some
Absolutely.
freestyle. You're right. We got to get a couple paper
But
clips, man.
but
But ain't
no,
no way. Nah, who is out there complaining about the Switch 2 name? I need to see y'all in the
um,
chat. Burn it up and hit the like button, share
I'm
out the content, all that. Who
I'm
is complaining?
the one I'm hearing the most is they wanted Super Switch because Super Nintendo.
You know what? Okay, hold on. Let me break this down. I'm sorry. That's lame, bro. I'm gonna keep it honest. That's lame. I ain't even gonna
And
say that's cool.
and it could be
Leave Super
confusing.
Nintendo, Super Nintendo.
It
Stop
could be
trying to,
con-
yeah,
it,
confusing. I'm with you. Stop. Switch 2. You got a Switch. It ain't a Switch OLED. It ain't a version 1. It ain't a version 2. Switch 2. Simple. They come out with another one, Switch 3. So
because
Sony can go PlayStation, right? PS2. Oh, that's a great name. PS3. Oh, it's wonderful. PS4, Dr. Specimen. I love it. What's wrong with that? Right? I'm tired of this, Dr. That's just me.
no,
That's just
yeah,
me.
I totally agree with you. I mean, number one, the PlayStation, right? I just I mean, it's been done with PlayStation. It's worked just fine. Now, I don't. I am a little confused on why, like, Nintendo to Super Nintendo and the Super Nintendo still sold really well. I don't know if it necessarily would have been super confusing, but I don't know. I mean, maybe it could have been confusing. Um, but
Titanic. I hate that you're my bad. I hate that his chat pops up. He says, "Hello, black man. Hello, kick guy." Like, what the hell do you want me to How are you?
um,
Like,
um, but no, like, I think I, my thing is, sorry, this kind of goes into my second thing, right? Is the Switch was successful, and it. Hold on.
no, you good.
The Switch was successful, It was successful, um, for a good reason. It was a good concept, and really, a lot of the PC gaming handhelds we see nowadays are largely based off of the Switch. Of you know, this idea of
Yep.
having AAA games. I know some people argue Switch games are AAA anymore, but AAA games you can just take wherever you want. You don't need a bulky laptop, and they're not smartphone quality.
Dog.
So when you
Switch,
have,
dude. They just. I'm just thinking,
so
who complaining about this? I'm mad because you know what, and I know you really in tune, so I know
well,
you telling the
because
truth.
you think about it,
But
right?
that's
This
crazy.
is the first console Nintendo has ever made where it's last console name two. You have Nintendo Entertainment System, Super Nintendo, N64, GameCube, Wii. Then they did the Wii U thing, then Switch, now Switch 2. Like even Wii U, I don't know what the hell you or no, I know what the U was because it was
Yeah.
the Wii. The Wii was about we, a family, and then the U was now you have this gamepad to be solo, right? So they
Solo, yeah,
even then
definitely.
they were making a joke about it. But this one,
Yeah.
it's just straight shot. Now look, I'm not opposed to them just being straight shot with it,
I'm
but
not.
it's not really a Nintendo thing.
All right, man. Now, I'm going to, and that's why I had to rage on that. But I know you got much things to pull up to. We just gonna pull up some funny things. I ain't got much to pull up here, but this is an article that was posted just recently from GameSpot. As you can see, you're, yeah. Yo, I don't, man. I don't. Elon, what have you done to these people, man? They get
shout out,
better.
shout outs to Tamor.
Yo, Tamor, man, that is fire right there. It's like, oh gosh, man. So let's go. So it's just a bigger switch now. Now we gonna stop before we get to Steven. Okay.
Here's a
So it's just a
war.
bigger switch now. All right. So
Did you pay attention?
Dr. Specimen, hold on. Let me pull up on screen. I'm gonna stop sharing for 1 second because I am gonna rage for a little bit. Did you pay attention to shit? Anything? Did you pay attention to anything? No, it ain't just a bigger switch. If the leaks have been true. So if you want to believe anything, believe the leaks. They've been true. They've been spot on. Everything Nintendo has come and said has been spot on with the leaks. So which means we're gonna be playing AAA games. Okay? We ain't gotta worry about it. It's not gonna be just a Switch. Okay? My bad. My bad. My bad. Outrage. Blizzard Fox, what's going on? Let me get the link. I got you in there too. Hold on.
We'll pop everyone, and we're gonna get the initial shit out of the way, and then I think we'll
Yeah,
do the
yeah, exactly. So you can sit there and just chill. We're going to go ahead and get you in, but we're getting initial shit, like you said, out the way. So everybody can be in tune. John 5, what's going on? Everybody, if you can't hit the like, share out the content, thank you for tuning in. Now I'm going to share the screen again, because my bad. I raised on old boy, because he tripping, talking about just a bigger. All right, okay. Now, Steven, this is somebody who is a journalist, well-respected. And when he posts on X, everybody listens up. So let's see what Steven says. Last time Nintendo had a 100 million selling console, it followed up with one that sold 14 million. So it's noticeable that the Switch 2 trailer all but screams this is the bigger, better evolution of the Switch, not a peripheral to skip. Steven, man. Steven, man.
and he's
Steven,
telling
what's
the
what?
truth.
I can't go with it. It's just the trailer. Okay. So let me dumb it down. Just based on the trailer, yes. That's all the trailer screams. I agree. Didn't show much more. So if you want to put it that way, yes. All right. I will agree on that.
I also love how they mention like they put in big bold letters at the end. Hold on, what I need to find the exact wording because they had like a big just fucking like
I know what you're talking
warning
about.
message at the end. Where was it? Where was it? Yeah, plays Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive games is the very first sentence at the end, as well as Nintendo Switch games.
Yeah. Now, one thing I am going to say is that I do think the leak ruined a lot of this. I think the flare and all the fire that would have came from this was just. I think the leaks were
I
more
think it's twofold.
entertaining.
I think it's twofold. I think it
Okay.
was the leaks destroyed it, but I also think that people are just being entitled as shit. I mean,
True.
people
That's a
before the
fact.
leaks were even coming out were just like, Nintendo, you're idiots for not revealing this. Wait, no, they can do whatever the fuck they want. Like, get a Steam Deck if you're so desperate for
No.
new handheld games. Like, I don't know. Like, I know I always showed the Steam Deck, but like, I'm honestly just doing this as sort of a joke right now because it's like people were getting so antsy, and they were almost saying like, "You're pissing me off so bad. I'm not even gonna buy it now because you missed your chance." Like what? What?
Yeah.
8 years is a normal life cycle for a
I,
console. This thing's gonna
I
last about 8 years. And also, here's how I don't remember if I said this on stream or not, or if I said this to
go
one of
ahead.
my friends, but to possibly reiterate something I've said, Nintendo got gypped with the Wii U. The Wii U on a hardware level, I mean, it wasn't super powerful, but you could have did some really cool things with it. And they got kind of gypped on it, and it was their own fault, but they got kind of gypped on that. And so, what do? Um, thanks, 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 John. What do they do? They they rush out. I don't mean that it's a bad thing. I just quote unquote they rush out their next console as quick as they can to hopefully recover from their screw up, and it pays off massively. So I don't really blame Nintendo for really trying to milk the Switch for all that it's worth, because they kind of need to recover a bit. So
Yo,
now,
I'm with you.
they get the Switch 2 out, and my guess is that the Switch 2 is probably going to last a year or two past its prime. And then maybe by the Switch 3, or if they try to do some other new thing,
Now, I will
it'll
say the Switch 2 is not going to outsell the Switch. You want to make
you
money?
know
Want to
what?
place a bet? Want to
No,
place
you
a
know
bet?
what?
We
You
can
know what?
call it now. It's
I
not.
agree with
I'm gonna
you.
call it right now. It ain't. It ain't even gonna come
I
close, bro.
I
It ain't
I,
even gonna
ag-
come close.
I don't think it won't come close. I do think though that it's not even something you can really measure fairly, because COVID happened,
Agreed.
and I bet a
Agreed.
lot of people
Agreed.
bought Switches for COVID.
We where I will say the inflated numbers, and everybody talked about it. Gaming had a huge growth
I
during
bet that
COVID.
I
It is
bet
amazing. So I will give that to you.
I,
I'll give
I'm
that to you.
curious what percentage of Xbox Series consoles and PS5 sales, and probably Quest 2 and like Switch sales, were inflated in from like 2020 to 2020, like early 2022,
True.
just because of COVID.
Right.
So I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever see that, like, the 100 million sales ever again.
I'm with you. At least one of you just saw us. Never have to see another Switch Pro, Switch 2 rumor article again. We are free. Oh, it's just
You
begun,
wish.
sir. Yeah, like what?
Because think about it. Think about it. The Switch 2 Nintendo Direct is not until April. We got 3 long months
Yo,
until that
until then,
happens,
yeah, we
and
gonna hear a
and
lot.
then that's just the Nintendo Direct. Who knows when they're gonna actually release the damn thing? It might not release till June.
Yo, wonder how long till players are blowing into the side.
Shit.
People
You
on
know
X
what?
are just hilarious because it's so true, bro. It
No,
is so
that's
true.
I actually
You
could
know
easily
it.
see that happening.
You know it. That's why who Kitty Big Games
Although,
and Cosplay.
if you look at that though, there's a lot of room there. You could probably just get away with putting like an alcohol and Q-tip in there, but
I know, but
I don't
still,
know if
man.
you're
You know they
sitting
gonna
in
take the
bed.
air duster.
Well, wait, because if you think about it, like in my house, the Q-tips and alcohol's in my fucking bathroom, and so if I'm sitting in bed, not fucking wearing pants, and I'm comfy, I don't know. Do I really want to get up and put pants on and go out to the bathroom and get all that shit? No, I'm just gonna pull it up and be like,
Yo, that always works, man. It always works. Now, this
that's just fucked up.
is mean, man. Why they? And I'm now see one thing, Dr. Specimen. Since we were representatives, we actually a lot of people don't know we met through the Nintendo Switch. Can we officially say that?
Yeah.
We met through Nintendo. So hey, that is something. We can say we met through Nintendo. We not going for this disrespect, man. I ain't a Nintendo fanboy, but this is not fair, man. That's bad. They said switch. All right, we're gonna go to the next one. Radiator Springs was a bold choice for Mario
Oh,
Kart.
that's crazy. What? Bro, I don't even know if they're joking, because I didn't even realize that it looks like it.
Yo, we about to cut the damn string.
Fucking Radiator Springs.
Yo, shit, Radiator Springs. That shit look just like Radiator Springs,
Dude, we're
man.
gonna see fucking
Oh
Mario
god.
walk up to Peach, and Peach will
Oh
be like,
god,
"It's
man.
great to be back in Radiator Springs." And Mario's gonna be like, "I want you." You seen that meme?
That's funny, man. Okay, I ain't think these is like that. I swear on everything too. I did not read them for this reason. So it's extra funny.
There's
Okay.
pure hype right there.
All right, Switch 2 looks absolutely bloody gorgeous. Slightly bigger form factor is welcome. New color scheme is immediately iconic and can't wait to see what this thing can do. Metroid Prime 4, which is something we talked about, new era Pokemon, next 3D Mario plus all OG games upscale with the Let's Go, baby.
I'm betting for a little bit we're gonna see probably Switch and Switch 2 co-releases, and there's gonna be like runs better on Switch 2 or whatever.
Ooh, man, Nintendo gonna make some good money doing that. I'm not gonna lie, cause just imagine Christmas season. You got two different choices. You can play Mario Kart 9 on the original Switch, but you're not gonna have these additional features or these additional things. You need to Switch too. You think that's
God, I'm sorry. Can we just? I don't know if you got this planned for later, but can we just talk about that damn optical sensor, dude? I'm so excited for that.
Oh, you know what? We're going to get straight to it. We're going to read this last one right here. Okay, GTA 6 running on Nintendo Switch 2.
Do you know why you're here? Bad luck, I guess.
Yo, people are wrong. Why are they doing this? We done, man.
She said she cared about me.
And they jamming. Me after I tried playing GTA 6 on Switch 2. Yo, people are wrong, man. They are just wrong. They're just wrong. I don't know why everybody is doing it like that. Now, I know we also have other stuff to pull it up. You mentioned stuff that you had to pull up as well. I don't know if you had mentioned a Discord or something else you had as well. What else
No, I
did you
just
have?
here. Hold on one second. I gotta pull up.
No, and I'm gonna go through. Blizzard Fox says, if anything, I probably treat the Switch 2 as like the DS to the DSi. It will have some dedicated games just for the platform, but mainly focus on backwards compatibility for the original. Well said. Well said,
We
Blizzard
got that
Fox.
Switch 2 website.
Let's take a look.
Ooh, do I hit the button?
Oh.
Nah.
Thank you.
Look at
Now,
this thing though.
I'm sorry.
Look at that latch. Look at that beefy
And you
ass
know
latch
what?
right
One
there.
moment. I'm gonna grab something real fast because I want to just see. I'm gonna grab my Switch. And I'm gonna grab something else too. Hold on. Okay. Got the Switch, and I got the Switch Lite here because we got too much. I can't have too much dead air.
Got
I learned that from
Yorisoft in
TV.
here. What's up, man?
You know, can't have too much dead air. I learned that from TV, right? So, all right, now I got a Switch here, right? Okay, original Switch. And I got this thing, right? This is the little joy thing that you can get to put your Switch in. If I put my Switch in this, I feel like I'm playing the Switch 2.
Oh God.
Already, man. Matter of fact, I'm putting it in there now just to see if I could feel what the Switch 2 would feel.
Wait a second. I just realized something. Hold on. I want to wait for it to loop back around again. Does that look like a glass screen to you?
Okay, hold on.
It kind of does the way it's reflecting.
Let me see mine reflecting. You see the other side?
No. I mean the Switch 2.
I know, but look at mine. Does it look like, when you look at mine, what does it look like? Can't really tell.
Oh, you know what? It's the way it. Okay, I know why. Because every Switch 2 or Switch 1 I've seen is like smudged. This one isn't smudged yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because like the glass doesn't smudge as much, but plastic
You
does.
gotta
I don't think you
smudge
can put the
that.
same
Yeah,
coating on it.
yeah.
So
Yuri, what's going on? What's going on, Yuri? Good to see you. Blizzard, but nice. Yo, just looking at that, man, I'm sorry. Now, the thing about this is it's for big hands, right? This thing I got here. And I don't even know. Can I power this on here? I haven't turned this on in so long, bro. This baby here, man. Oh, my goodness. When I start playing the system with this, oh, it's on and popping, man. This thing right here makes it feel like I'm playing a Switch 2. I don't care what anybody says. They need to look up JC200.
oh yeah, and here's where they're doing the events. By the way, New York, Los Angeles, Dallas. So
All right, okay.
Midwest
So,
shafted once again.
Can we make any one of these? Actually, I don't think we're going to be able to.
I don't know. You want to go to Dallas? I mean,
Because I was going to say, we talking, everyone has got to be in like the different corners or we have to meet in the like the middle of the country.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, Dallas isn't that far, but it's still like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's a trip, man. It's a trip. And then in April, I ain't gonna be able to. I ain't gonna lie. We gonna catch this.
Shit,
I'm gonna
probably
pass on
not. I
this.
mean, unless I can somehow get a fucking flight from my college town to Des Moines or
And
to
see, I'm
a
gonna have to get,
fucking
yeah,
Dallas.
and then if I'm driving, I got way, and I'm like, nah, don't even do it, Nick. Don't even tell yourself you're gonna make it. But nonetheless, these is where the events will be. We get to see what they're gonna say. Now that we got that out the way, we can get to the bullshit, the speculation. We seen the cartridge slot. Will that MIG switch work, man? Will it work? We seen the
Probably.
cartridge slot. It's official. It's official. We see they showed a screenshot of same cartridge that goes
Here,
into a
here's
Nintendo
how I'll put it.
Switch, go into the Switch 2.
Here's how I'll put it. It's not that the MIG switch needs to be compatible with the Switch 2. It's that the Switch 2 needs to be compatible with the MIG switch because someone bought Breath of the Wild on day one of the Switch's release, and that motherfucking cartridge better work on the Switch 2. So if the Switch 2 can be compatible with that cartridge, then the Switch 2 needs to be compatible with any of the other cartridges. Now, I don't exactly know how the flashcards of the DS work because I know that later revisions had certain flashcard blocking technologies,
Yeah.
but I don't know. You think Nintendo would implement that on the Switch 1, or could it try it? I don't know. Maybe they don't think it's big enough of a threat.
Yeah, maybe they don't. That beats me. But one thing I will say is that the reason why I feel this was a little bit underwhelming, and I'm gonna give a few different reasons. And I do understand what you said because I don't believe Nintendo had to go. So if I had to say give a rating for Nintendo, Nintendo's rating was a C. I don't think it was really they had to do anything more, right? They just passed, and all they had to do was pass. Now, the thing that for me was a lot of times we heard of leaks, but these leaks around this
You know
system have
what?
been the worst.
I just thought of something. Can I
What?
amend that?
Go ahead.
Here's how I see it, though. I would say that this reveal today was like if someone close to you passed away, and you got your funeral. You got the funeral on the day that the assignment is created and is due. Like it's a 1-day assignment, and that's just happens to be the day you got the funeral going on. And so the teacher gives it to you early, and they say, "Get it done today, then." But you got other shit going on that day. You couldn't plan ahead, but the teacher's being stingy. So now you got to fit in getting that new assignment done so that you can make it to the funeral. But you're not going to miss the fucking funeral. It's the funeral. You're never going to miss that. But the assignment's really important, and the teacher's going to be a bitch about it. So you just half-ass it to get your other work done so you can move on until you get to that date in the future. I feel like
You
that's
know
how
what?
Nintendo feels. They didn't want to
That
put
is
this out today.
that
They
is
would have.
exactly what I'm saying. But the problem with that, I'm gonna just tell you, the problem with that is that I believe, I do believe all press is press, right? So even if it's negative, it's still going to be good for Nintendo. So even though people are putting Switch and Switch 2 and all these different memes, it's still going to be good for Nintendo. It's still going to be good for their bottom dollar. But what I don't like is that we have not seen leaks like this for any other system, and we literally everything was right. At least Nintendo could have proved something was wrong. What the hell was wrong? Tell me what was wrong. What did we have wrong in the leaks? What was wrong? Was there anything wrong? They said
I don't think
Mario
so.
coming out. They said around the time it's coming out. Said Mario 9 was going to be a release title. Okay? We got Genki getting pressed by the Nintendo Ninja lawyers, okay, about their prototypes of it. I don't blame they had a damn near perfect prototype. The leaks were all right. They showed a trailer just to say, all I wanted was just something to say, Nintendo to say, gotcha, bitches. Right? That's all I wanted. Something. Just one to be like, gotcha. Ha. You know what I'm saying? Y'all thought y'all knew, but you didn't. And I felt like they just kind of said,
It's funny you're saying that because something I was thinking about when I saw it get released was I basically was like, okay, because I kind of clown Nate the Hate on Twitter a bit, basically saying like, oh wow, I called him a fraud without calling him a fraud essentially because they didn't pre-announce this. And because I thought they would pre-announce it because they always pre-announce this shit. They never shadow drop something like this. So then they shadow drop, and I'm like, okay, I was wrong. I apologize. I didn't say I apologize, but like I apologize. Yeah. I was wrong. But what the fuck, Nintendo? Why would you shadow drop this? Like, why?
Thank you. And you know what's funny? As I was doing the clips, I said I'm going to put up some of our Nintendo Switch 2 clips today.
All
I
right,
had a feeling
hey Nick.
Shadow Drop was coming. What's up?
So, um, I gotta tell you something.
What's up?
You know, I got my contacts
All
on the
right.
back end.
Yep.
Got word. There is already a team dedicated to making a mod chip for the Switch 2.
And you know what, man? Dr. Specimen. Let me clear my throat for this. I thank you for that, sir. I thank you for that. I thank you for that confirmation. Because it's something that we spoke about on Sunday. We theoretically, right, said this is one of those consoles where you mentioned screenshots of boards. We've seen accessories and other things of this console, and it hasn't been released yet, which means that consoles are in the hands of certain individuals. We don't know who,
Well,
but
and
they
the
are.
way I think of it too is right when we think of um homebrew coming to a Nintendo, especially a Nintendo console, um the fuck.
Yo, Muhammad. It messed up everything you put, Muhammad. We don't unless you speaking something else, Muhammad. I heard FX Instagram, boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying, Muhammad? I
Well,
don't know. You could have just cussed me out, Muhammad. I don't know, but you my dog. I'm gonna dap you up. I'm gonna just act like it wasn't nothing. We just cool. You know?
so when I think of someone saying, you know, we're gonna work on the new Nintendo console in general, I think of um you know, software based solutions because that's what the Switch is always, or that's what Nintendo consoles have almost always been. You know, GameCube and earlier, but even GameCube, I think can't you do something with the memory card slot and run Swiss or something? Or no, it's with the disc drive. You can like use like those weird flexible cables now and load Swiss off of it and all that. But
Wow.
you know, especially since the Wii days, you know, so for almost 2 decades now, Nintendo has been a very software focused company to get get modded. Like you don't need hardware for it necessarily.
Yep.
And even like the N64 and earlier, you know, those I don't think you needed to solder. I think they were like you plug them into the add-on board or something or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure how it works, but the Switch was really the first console where you needed hardware after a certain period of time.
You did.
And when Fusagile got patched, everyone was like, "Well, that's it. I mean, no one's gonna bother making a mod chip, right? So it's over." And then a bunch of people came out and started making mod chips. So the fact that now we have, well, I have confirmation. I don't. I just got the confirmation to share this. I'll talk with I'll talk with the people I know about how much like what more
Nice.
specifics I could say or any proof I could give. But knowing now that there is a group who now, of course, it's saying, "Oh, when it comes out, we'll start research." You know, I don't know if that necessarily means much, but knowing that
Yeah.
the groups that have been successful on the Switch, well, group, I only know of one group right now, but the group slash groups that have been successful on the Switch One, saying that they're going to put research into the Switch Two,
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty good. That's a good omen. At least that someone's trying. You know, I don't really, you know, if it ends up that it's somehow they did some crazy shit for once and they actually managed to make a durable console, then okay, cool. I mean,
Give it to
good
them.
for them. But
Yep.
come on, that never happened. And if you have a
Preach.
dedicated team of hardware hackers trying to, you know, willing to make a soldered hardware implant, that's a lot different from people hardware hacking to find a software exploit, which just doesn't really happen on the Nintendo consoles anymore. You know, which sucks for the average consumer because the average consumer is not going to have as easy of an opportunity to install one of those. But for the experienced and for those who maybe are willing to accept packages from others and maybe send a little upgrade back, um, you know, they'll have a good time with this, and people who are willing to go through that whole process will have a much more beefy Switch 2, which, by the way, I think from what I looked at, is a little more powerful than the Steam Deck, so I'm a little salty about that, but hey, look at what y'all got. Y'all are about to have a unlocked console that's more powerful than the Steam Deck.
You know, but one thing I will say is your Steam Deck did not disappoint, man. Did not disappoint. And you already know by the time that Switch 2 comes out, you know what Steam Deck is gonna be, right? Let's be honest.
Well, it's been
Okay.
out. It's been Steam Deck OLED's been out since
Yeah, it's been out a
2023 or
long time. There's gonna be a
something.
new version. They're gonna have something different. They're gonna be working. All right, I'm
God, I'm ready
sure.
for that Steam Deck too.
I know.
I hope
They're
they
gonna be working.
co-release a Steam Deck 2 with the new Valve Index, dude. Because I was wanting to get a Valve
Ooh.
Index 2 whenever that comes out, but
No, that's nasty. Now we're gonna bring in Blizzard Fox here. Blizzard Fox, we're gonna jump you in and we're gonna make sure you're all good. Blizzard Fox, can you hear us? Okay.
Yeah, can you hear me?
yes,
Nah,
sir,
man,
yes, sir.
spot on. How are you
Perfect.
doing?
Good.
Oh, good. Well, Blizzard Fox, since we haven't heard anything from you, been on the side patiently. Let us know your thoughts. What you feel about the Switch 2, your emotions, mods, anything. Just
What are your thoughts on the breaking news? Hey,
let's go. Let's go.
Okay, so just for initial reactions, honestly, yeah, I'd say the leaks really dampened it.
Okay.
Really, well, not even expectations, just dampened like the hype of it.
Okay. Same here.
Considering that everything that has been leaked and has been shown, it's been pretty spot on.
Okay. I thought the same.
I'm just curious to know how that happened, though.
Yo, I can tell you. They gave it up. Like me, I'm gonna be honest. I think this is my mind. I always put the tinfoil hat on, man. I think Nintendo purposely leaked. Okay, purposely leaked the information. They got it out to the people they wanted to get it to. They wanted it to be public, but to act like they had nothing to do with it.
Nick, pull this tweet up real quick. I'm gonna put it in chat.
All right, cool. Let's go ahead and do it.
Unfortunately, I cannot stay for too much longer. Although, just one real quick thing.
Got it,
My
Blizzard Fox. All
I
you.
feel like that just for the whole Mix Switch situation, it's going to be similar to the R4 cartridges. It's just going to be a cat and mouse update chase. But at
Do
the
you
same
feel
time, I
this?
wouldn't really risk it this early.
Okay. All right. And I do feel like that cat and mouse thing, I will agree with you completely on. It's just going to be update, stop, update, stop, update, stop, and it's going to be
What
the
are
same cat and mouse game.
what are
I'm trying
your
to
thoughts
pull
on the
this up.
little breaking news?
Did you hear him? Is he still there with us?
Oh, is he? Is he still there? No, he's still there. Blizzard.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, that's
Oh.
rough.
I can't copy it, yo. I can't copy it. I'm trying to copy
No,
the link. It won't let me copy it.
I just got an email. Apparently, MSI got breached.
Dang. Neo, what's going on, man? Dap it up. MSI got breached. We're going to pray for Dr. Specimen. He got stopped.
But
and MSI
yeah, and I cannot stay for too much longer.
All right. So, Blizzard Fox, while we got you here, man, the MIG switch situation, you mentioned the R4 cards. I don't know if you've seen this recent article. It was speaking about different copyright infringement lawyers for Nintendo and other companies. And this was written in a Japan article, so not sure, but it mentioned they were asked questions about emulators and R4 cards and things like that. If this Mix Switch does work into the Switch 2, could we see Nintendo really coming after these cards hard?
I believe so, given that they are just tired with all that. The DS had no security, so they couldn't really do anything. They tried with the DS and the 3DS, but it was very haphazardly. With the Switch itself, it's been hacked so early that Nintendo didn't really expect it to be like that. So, I feel like that they're just done with it. After how many years? How old is the DS again?
Damn.
2004. I want to
We
say
getting
was when
old.
the original came out.
As I say, it's over 10 years ago. They're probably done with that.
Now, Neo, I'm curious. Were you here for the little breaking news I said earlier? I don't know if you just popped in.
Yeah, and I don't know if a lot of people were here for the breaking news, but there are going to be people actively working on a possible modification, custom firmware, something. We don't know, right? We don't know what it might be. It might just be a shit. Who knows? I don't know. But they're at least working on possible mods for the Switch 2. That's nice to hear. That's always nice to hear, man. You know what I'm saying? Blizzard Fox, take it easy. We'll catch you later, man. We got through a lot of the information. Is there anything that we did not get through as of yet? And everybody that's tuning in, thank you. I want to pull up this tweet because now I can pull it up here. But everybody that's tuning in, thank you. I want you to hit the like, share it out. We're going to go over this tweet real fast. Let's go ahead and pull it up here. All right. John 5, thank you, man. Really appreciate it. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen now. I haven't read this. I love to read these things with you guys. All right. It's always funny that way. Okay. King Koopa's Cool Cartoons. Me watching myself drop to 24th place after getting ran by 4 consecutive bullet bills. That's true. We've all seen these Mario Kart. You're killing the race. You're winning. Some guy who sucks, can't drive worth crap. He gets all the stuff to take you out of first place, but he's still going to get 6th place or 5th place. Happens all the time. All right. I hate those guys. They never win, but they always stop you from winning. So,
And that if you look at the quote tweet, that's where that's.
Judging from the starting line, Mario Kart 9 seems to have 24 players per race.
I'm pretty hyped for that. Because number one, it's just great to be saying Mario Kart 9 with a straight face. Cause it's gotta be Mario. There's no way they're doing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and like they're adding in all this like crazy stuff. Like they have to call it Mario Kart 9. So that's just great to say to begin with. But having 24 play, I mean, that's gonna do. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. YouTubers who do like open lobbies online are gonna have so much more fun now.
Oh man, what are you? Oh my goodness, Dr. Specimen, I'm still kind of speechless, man. My fault. I'm still kind of shocked.
I will say
Oh,
though,
God.
when it comes to since we're talking about it too, when it comes to modding and stuff, I get that this is a straw man talking point of people who don't like modding, but I do kind of hope that we go without cheats for a while so that people aren't hacking online.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Now that you said that, ooh, man. And not only that, do you think? I don't know, man. Sometimes I think, and I hope they don't microtransaction the hell out of it, right?
No, that's not a Nintendo thing.
That's not a Nintendo thing. It's not. It's not.
Have they
think it is.
microtransactioned any of their paid games? I know like Mario Kart 2 is microtransactioned.
I don't think they have.
Free.
I honestly don't think they have. That's me. I'm not. I could be shilling right now.
Oh, for Christ's sake, did you know? We're bringing this back now. Well, think about it.
You know what's going on, man, my dog.
We're going full circle now. Because think about it, we're right back to where we were back in 2020.
You know what? And a lot of people don't know. And I'm just gonna go ahead and just let people know real fast. A lot of people don't know. Back in 2020, we were in these podcasts talking about Team Executor, talking about where's Team Executor updates, and why are the updates not coming quicker? And Team Executor, we feel it's better than Atmosphere. Why is Team Executor charging? Atmosphere is not. Why? And like, remember the SX loader, SX auto loader, the oh man, they had softwares. It was the whole.
And then the arrest happens. We talked about the arrest.
The arrest.
Who are now that we know these people? Like, who are these people? Like, what are their backgrounds? What were their past affiliations? All that kind of stuff. And now we're 5 years later, nothing changes. Well, except Team Executor isn't involved with this, at least as far as I'm aware. But
yeah. I was gonna say Team Executor has nothing to do. Let's go ahead. My dog.
Or maybe they are. Yeah. Maybe they're the ones coming back. I don't know.
Wonk wonk. Hey, one thing I'm gonna do is shout out my dog Gary Bowser, who right now, Mr. Texas Instruments. Okay, keep doing your thing, man. I ain't going. Hey, this ain't got. That's why that was your past.
When I was at college, I was out. There was just a Texas Instruments book sitting out there, so I took a photo of it and sent it to Gary.
Yo, that's my dog, man. I'm happy to see Gary, man. Now, not gonna lie, them 2 members of Notorious Pirates Executor, they talk about it. We know what happened. Okay, I'm just saying it's up there on Justice Gubb. It never goes. He was there. I actually thank him because he was part of the reason why my name got out there.
Magnus,
we were able to make a lot of noise.
You bring up a good point. Should I DM Max and just be like, so where's that SX Core 2?
You know what, man? We might have to holler at Max, man.
I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it right now.
And I don't know, you know what, Max, man, I'm not going to lie. I don't even care what folks say no more. I used to care when folks used to hate on Max. Like you said, I don't care, man. Max my guy. He cool. All right? I ain't got no problem. Every time I message Max, anytime I got something to ask Max, he respond back. He gives me words of encouragement. Okay, keep going. You know, I ain't never had nothing bad come from Max. For me, you know, that's crazy to say because my man, I just put up an article on justice.gov with his name on it, and he's actually probably still wanted. But nonetheless, that's in the United States, okay? In the United States. He can do whatever he wants wherever else. Did he bring up the PKOS? For those who do not know, this goes back a long time
I want to
ago.
know how that guy's doing.
PK Rainey, man. I actually spoke to PK probably like a year ago. Spoke to PK Rainey. You know, the last video I seen of him, man, the man was like 14 years old showing his room. He said, yeah, I got the computer here. You know what I mean? It's for the ladies. He had some, I forgot what he was playing in the background. My man was getting it. Yo, now hey, all you teenage Dr. Specimen, when you first, how old? I mean, you ain't got to give your age, but around how old were you when you first tuned in to the first Nick Moses 05 episode?
Dead middle of my teenage years.
Damn, man, it's crazy to think of that, bro. Like, it's crazy. Every time I think of that, I think like, damn, bro, this is like life. You know what I'm saying? Passing us before we know it. But anyways, we getting off track. I ain't mean to say that. My bad. That's just team executed shit we talking about. But switch to, y'all see it.
I'm looking for it back, though. I kind of want that back. Not that exact time period. Not with necessarily the exact same people or whatever, but the times of being excited for a mod chip, seeing the mod chip come out, seeing where the homebrew community goes, seeing what Easter eggs we can find out about the system. What can we run on it? Can we put Linux on it? Can we put Android on it? You know, our old team's going to come back. Our new team's going to form. People we've never heard of. Are we going to find out some other group of French money launderers are going to come out? Like, I don't know. You know, there's so much.
So the JJ 2.0, man. And you know what? I might go back to that. You don't, hey, Magnus, if y'all do that, you know what? It's something I do want to do, kind of. It's a sad, I ain't going to say a sad enjoyment, right? But a little sad enjoyment. I actually feel like I love to bring those crappy issues from Facebook where people get done unjust and bring them to the light. Because there was some people getting done wrong, man, and it had to be talked about. And it got talked about, and it actually helped them. I'm actually still friends with one of the people, and I speak to him often. So,
who were the guys that were involved with that? It was JJ and someone else.
JJ messed up too many Nintendo Switches, man. I know there was I got cool with Bryce through that. I got cool with Brian, another guy named Brian through that. I got cool with, who was the other guy? It was him and his wife. I think that might have been Bryce. That might have been Bryce. That might have been Bryce's wife. I don't know. But his wife was snapping. His wife came in the group like, he's a fucking thief. He took his money. So I'm like, oh, JJ, man, what are you doing? Right? And I'm sure this is still going on. Some people out there still stealing Switches. If anybody getting a Nintendo Switch stolen or you're doing a bad job on a mod chip install and you want to explain your frustration, as long as it ain't my friends.
Guess what?
That's so
I may or may not have repaired my buddy's Switch Lite a couple months ago. And he told me the repair part broke on him, so I gave it a quick look over. Was kind of like, what the fuck's going on? Got that new repair part sitting on my desk next to me. He doesn't have a Switch Lite with him. He left it back at college, but when I get back there, throwing that bitch right in there. It's that simple.
Damn,
Parts faulty, you chuck them apart.
He know what he's talking about. Yo, and I will say, you know, I sent my Nintendo Switch to you to just take a look at, and you took a good look at it. Thank you, sir, for looking at my Nintendo Switch. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? You looked at it. It was working great, and it's working better when I got it back. You know, that's the lingo. We got good lingo around here. You know what I mean? We ain't got to say much else. I sent it to him. It wasn't working so good. He sent it back. It's working a lot better. I think we all should understand that lingo. He could have recovered if he would have listened. You right. But, yo, I will say this, man. We all been there, and this is for everybody that's going to, and Dr. Specimen, you're now in this league. I'm so glad you can be part of this now. You know, before when we were talking about soldering, right? And we were always talking about soldering, the pressure you have. I've actually soldered with someone sitting across the table from me, right? Waiting on their system to be done. And when you start having these things, it can be pressure. It can be stressful. So you want to be as stress-free as possible. So you usually tell people, hey, give me a day, right? Give me so and so. I'll tell you this. If this happens, I got a backup system. You
Oh,
give him
that's where I
certain
fucked
things.
up because I not only did I do this guy's switch while he was sitting across the room from me, I did it right before I had a club meeting, and I definitely ate into some of that club meeting.
Yeah. See, we all been there, Doc Spencer. You're not the only one. I've been there
Now, I
where,
will say though, it broke later when I was replacing one of his joysticks with a Hall effect stick. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to mention. If we were looking for Hall effect sticks, but that's fine. Keep going. Um,
yep.
but
No.
still, like, don't do that if you're not good at it or you don't trust yourself. I already did a Switch Lite, so I wasn't like super scared. I kind of knew what I was doing, but
Yeah.
even knowing what you're doing, it's just never good to time crunch yourself. Just always give yourself a
Preach.
reasonable time period, because something could go where your fucking soldering iron could like have an
Yep.
internal malfunction and explode on you, and you need to go buy a new one. It's like if you
Exactly.
give yourself that, then yeah, I mean, okay, in that case, you might have to order it off Amazon, so you need some extra days. But theoretically, if you're telling someone, oh, it'll be done in 20 minutes, and then they watch their soldering iron blow up in front of you, that's so awkward. Like, if you
Yep.
say it's going to take a day and that happens, you're like, oh, well,
And they
that
like,
sucks. I'll be
man, I
right.
might want to get my Nintendo Switch back, right? I don't know. This guy said that. Like, that's how it is. That's how it is. And that's why I said I'm glad that you've now been entered into that circle where, like you mentioned, I missed a class. I missed things, right? I'm so like, especially when you care. It's a difference when you don't care. And that's what was happening with JJ at the time. Right? He was not caring. He was taking Nintendo Switches. He has 10 of them stacked up and saying, hey guys, I'm going to get to you when I get to you, but right now I'm going through something. And it's like, bro, then why the hell would you tell me to sit in my fucking system? Just wait until you're fucking ready for it.
In
And that was
fairness,
the
I was really
problem.
tempted to just take a Switch with me and do it when I got done with the club, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
See, there we go. I took. So, other than that, Dr. Specimen, we got anything else? Because, I'm going to tear some damn pizza up that I got about coming. You know
Woo!
what I mean? Dave X. What's going on, Dave X? You tuning in? I came in here and the first thing I see is a JJ. Yo, Dave X, he was here for the smoke, man. You know
Wait,
what I mean?
Dave
And
X.
don't make me pull up that episode, man, because I got all them episodes. I got the one where he was cursing out Eric. He cursed.
Oh,
Ooh, Eric. Eric better not ever come around
Eric,
again.
Eric was
Eric
the one I
Lang.
was thinking
I
of.
was almost said. I almost said your last name, Eric. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do you like that. Cause I wanted people to know. But nah, it was you, Eric. Okay? He cussed you out. Bad. He said, fuck you, Eric. You
Yeah, no,
goddamn
that
Eric
was who I was thinking of. So wait, Dave X, hold on. I know who you are. I think I do. Wait, what's your alias? I think I know what your alias is because it'll make it more impactful what I was going to tell you.
Yeah. I give it 1 year before Switch 2 mod, I
Are you
guarantee.
are you an alcoholic, Dave? If you're not who I'm thinking you are, then you're going to think I'm just insulting you. But if you're who I think you are, then that'll make sense.
I say Switch 2. We gotta, you know what? We need to start taking you delete the one where I completely ruined them. Yo, I need to put it back up.
Wait,
No,
did you
one of
delete
them
it? Or
I
did you just private
no,
it?
there was one I took. No, private. You're right. I don't think I deleted it though. I don't think I deleted it. You're right. I think I privated that
Oh,
one. It was me, Eric, and John. Was it not? Yo, hold up. Was it? You know what? That's still up, bro. I want to say it's actually privated on YouTube, but I think it's still up on Twitch
wait,
and
Dave, was that?
Facebook.
So wait, was the one where you ruined him? Was that the one where he cussed out Eric?
Yo, yes, I know. There was one even before, I think. No, it might have been the same one, but I know before they just destroyed him, bro. It was like he didn't even want to come on. We were trying to get him to come on, and he didn't want to come on. He was like, nah, man, I'm just
It
too. I'm
was.
like,
He said it was.
yep. See, he was like, yeah. He was like, man, I don't want to come on because all they're going to do is talk shit. And I'm like,
So
JJ, I'm here so you can get
so
your word off. And he
Dave,
came on. He cussed Eric out.
here's what you missed, Dave. I got confirmation from one of my sources earlier that there is actually a mod chip that I can't say in development because the console's not out. I
Yeah.
mean, maybe it is. Maybe they got one. Maybe they got one early, but that's going to be in development. Like there's a established team that is ready to create a mod chip for the Switch 2. So better let Eric know.
Look, I was trying to help the guy. Yo, everybody was trying to help him. Everybody tried to help him. He didn't want to hear shit from nobody. He didn't care. Look, bro, I'm gonna tell you how bad it was with me. He actually I'm still cool with JJ. He might not even like me, I think, but I was cool with him the whole way. Even when he got cussed everybody out, I was still like, JJ, man, just get a man back, so and so. He's like, I'm so and so, but I'm not gonna lie, man. That man was going through something, man. We could all say we've been around people and we've seen people mentally going through something. He was mentally going through something, man. So I hope the brother gets some help. JJ, still with me, dap me up. You my dog. I remember you still talking your shit, man. JJ was a good dude, man, until he went haywire. Everybody good until they go haywire. Everybody until you go haywire. We'll all go haywire at one point.
I don't mean to completely like make this the whole purpose of the stream going on, but was he like, did he have like good results initially and they just got bad, or like were they always bad?
He had great results until the OLEDs came along because I believe it was running a CLK. I think that's what it was.
See, okay,
Not 100% on that, but I think it was running a CLK he had a problem with.
So here's my thing, right? I actually almost did an OLED. I did my cousin's OLED. I fucked it up early on. I wasn't as used to it, but I've gotten way more. What the fuck did you know? At your next wedding. I mean, I don't judge. I didn't know you were ever married.
Hey man, get your pimping on, baby.
But no, words come to my brain. Yeah, I screwed up on the CPU cable, right? I wasn't as used to it. I think it was like my second or third one I'd ever did. It was for my cousin, so it was like a little less embarrassing if I screw it up. But I said to myself, I'm like, when I get to that CLK point, because that's when you got to scratch off, right?
I think that's the one you got to scratch off. That's why I said CLK. I'm not sure.
So I'm like,
I think that's the one you had to scratch off.
I'm thinking to myself, like, I had a pin with me, and I'm like, if it takes me an hour just to scratch this off, not even tin it, not even put a wire on, if it takes me an hour just to scratch this off, then it takes me an hour to scratch this off. It's that simple,
That's it. That's how I be. I'm like, cool, I'll take an hour as long as I make sure it works. But it's time, right? When you have time against you or someone waiting, you get to digging quicker, right? You get to trying harder and you get to rushing things. So nah, man, I'm totally with you. I'm glad that you now can see that side. Like you said, I have my friend sitting across from me. I've been there. Now your friend's like, bro, are you going to leave me? You're like, man, nah, I'm not going to leave, because I've done that too. I've had my brother, right? I remember my first ever Xbox 360 mod it was actually my own console, okay? But then the next one I did was my brother's, all right? And I was worried. I was scared. I'm like, man, it's my brother, man. I don't want to mess up my brother's system, man. I love my brother. And it went through successful, and right there, I'm sweating. He was sweating. You know what I mean? But it comes through. And yes, the CLK is the one under the trace. That's it. It was a CLK. That ain't true. It was one because he just screwed up all of them, bro. It was terrible. Flux all over the place, like Dave said. He's scratching off so deep, he was screwing them up trying to get new boards to replace them, and then he was sending people back other consoles to say like, hey, I fixed it, but then he give them a whole fucking different serial. You know what I mean? Like it was just a mess.
Well, and it's like, I'm sure if Magnus or like someone else here who's really good at soldering looked at my work, I'm sure it wouldn't be top quality, but it's damn sure functional.
I was about to say, what we care about, functionality. Does it work? Right?
I'm
if you
on
put
chips.
a big glob on it and it look ugly, but you can close everything properly and it doesn't stop anything. Hey, more of a solid connection for me, right?
I'm on chipped both of my switches, my girlfriend's switch, two of my friends' switches, you're a friend, two of my friends' switches, and only one I messed up on was the OLED, and it was before all the OLED stuff. So, like, and even then, it was like it wasn't bad enough that it was unrecoverable. I just was like not having a good day that day, so I immediately gave it to someone who fucking knew what he was doing, and he was able to fix up my mistakes and finish it up, and all was good. I paid for shipping both ways, and like it all worked out. It's that simple. As far as I'm aware, besides the one friend and the switch, the chip itself broke. As far as we're aware, because we put the USB in it, and the USB wasn't even working, so the chip itself broke. So as far as I'm aware, all of my soldering has kept for the year plus that it's been in place. So,
Preach. Hey, now Dave, I got a link for you. Okay, I got to pick up pizza in literally like 5 minutes. So I'm going to just let you in, come say a quick piece, and then we're going to roll out because my pizza waiting. And matter of fact, while you're doing that, while you coming in, I'm going to go ahead and just get my stuff ready. You know what I'm saying? For when I roll out, because I'm telling you, I'm about to tear this shit up. Okay, but Dave, I went ahead and sent you the link. The link is in there. You should be able to go ahead and jump on. There you go, my dog. Y'all already know who this is. Y'all should know the man of the year. My dog.
Nah.
What is up, man?
Not much. You can hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. What's going on, man?
Yo, okay. So you looking back on those times with those videos, man. Yo, I don't even know if Dead Specimen knows about any of this stuff.
No, I
So
was
I
like,
there.
think he
I
he
wasn't
he
in the thing for, but I saw.
we had like 4
yeah.
straight weeks, bro. It went on for a month straight. I promise you. Every single week. I got
I
all
wasn't.
4 weeks.
Listen, I'm a drama whore sometimes, but
It
I
was
wasn't
terrible.
Yo,
personally
it just
involved
kept
with this.
getting worse and
And
worse.
It got worse and worse.
they all were like real pissed at each other. I was not trying to piss off some random dude from Brooklyn or whatever. So
I wasn't even mad. I was just like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? Because I
no, not
remember
you, but
like,
I'm talking about the other guys because I knew you. I think.
y-
Yeah.
I don't even know. But
Dang, right. That was so long
yeah,
ago. I gotta
so
think.
so yo, I remember like I sent you the pics, Nick.
Oh
It
yeah.
was like a board just drenched in flux. But then like, so this guy that sent it to me, he's like, oh yeah, he said the guy never modded it, and he's like, and I'm like, okay, so I get it. Oh no, he sent me
Shit.
two,
Hold on.
one to
And yeah,
repair.
you know what I just realized? I bet
What?
that JJ watched fucking Lewis Rossman because he uses like about half a gallon of flux per chip.
Yeah, but Rossman knows how to clean a fucking chip off.
Yeah, he wasn't
Don't
cleaning shit off.
don't
JJ was
even
cleaning
compare. Don't even compare. You can't compare.
No, I'm not
Yeah,
comparing. I'm just saying.
like
I
he
bet he
took
got
no
his flux
clean
used from
flux.
Rossman.
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is he's using
no.
garbage from AliExpress. But yo,
y-
like, so this guy sent me two that went to JJ
Alright.
originally, right?
Alright.
One wouldn't turn on, and he tried to mod it and all this shit, which was obvious. And yeah, the whole board, like under the APU and everything, just flux. So I like dropped the whole board in like a bath of isopropyl
I
alcohol
remember you said
for
I
like
gave you
2 days.
the
Two
For two
days.
days. Yeah, because it wouldn't come off. So it's oh no, sorry, it was overnight. It was overnight, and then I heated it up, and then I could literally see the flux like bubbling out, and then I put it in the alcohol for like half an hour, and then I took it out, scrubbed everything with a toothbrush, and then it worked.
Yeah.
Right, it
Yeah.
worked. It looked like new.
Yeah.
But the other one was fucked because he had it for like a month and a half,
Yeah. I remember.
and said he never modded. He said he was waiting for the chip. It was stuck in the mail or
Yep.
something like that. And
Exactly.
then I don't remember exactly what happened. Something about he paid the guy for the chips, and when he sent me both, I opened the one. I was like, holy flux!" Cleaned it. The other
Holy flux.
one, the other one was obviously right. Like
I
I
remember you
was
said
like,
that.
okay,
Yep.
what the fuck? This guy said he never opened it. So he opened it, tried to mod it, fucking ripped like
Yep.
both capacitors off the CPU.
I remember that.
APU, whatever you want to call it, put it back together. It didn't turn on, or maybe it did. I can't remember. But then I reached out to the guy and I was like, "Dude, he tried to mod your thing. So if he had no chip, how did he try? How did he try to
Yeah.
mod
How
it?
did he try to mod it? Yep.
Right?
And
So we figured out that he got the chip and he got all pissed off because he probably broke it, sent it to
yep.
somebody that couldn't fix it, and then sent
Yep.
it back to the guy, which then came to me. But then he got mad because I guess he wasn't expecting somebody like me to actually open
To
it and know
get
what I'm looking
yep
at.
and know what you're looking at. And once
Yeah.
those pictures
And
start
yo,
getting
and
around,
and it's so
mm,
fucked up how much I see this shit on a almost daily basis just with console repairs. Oh,
see,
I took
that's
it
what
to
I
a store, they said
said.
it wasn't repairable, right? Like I see
And then you
Damn.
go into it and you see that they fucking took a chunk out of the board or
this
something.
shit
Yeah, you know
daily
what?
almost.
Next time you come across, I was gonna say, next time you come across some Facebook drama like that, let me know,
It's been
please,
a while.
so I can go ahead.
It's been
It's
a
been a
while.
while, man. It's been a while, man. It's been a long while,
Well,
but
I
I
don't
know
go on
that one was
Facebook too
bad.
often. Like I
Yeah,
just, I stay out of the whole fucking drama bullshit.
yeah,
That
man.
was unavoidable. Like
No,
I
that one
had to
was
step in.
unavoidable. And you weren't the
I
only one
had
that
to
got
step
one.
in.
There was
Like,
multiple people like, I got one of these too.
yeah. Yeah. And
Other
so
people
the
were
whole
coming
thing,
forward.
yo, the whole reason this started was because he told the guy to fuck off
That's all
over
that happened.
Messenger,
And that guy
right? And then
put the
the
post
guy
up.
reached out to me and I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like,
Yep.
"Yeah, this guy said this." He's sending me like screenshots and shit and I'm just like, "Huh. All right, send it over." Right?
Yep.
And I don't even think I charged the guy to fix it. I think I just felt bad for the guy and I was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, here's your fucking installer." But yeah, it was that was a wild ride. That was a good 4 weeks, man.
Yo, 4 weeks. I might have to go back and go through that, man. Now it's my time to go pick up my pizza, man. I gotta roll out, man. My dogs, everybody tuned in. I got Dr. Specimen and my dog Dave X in the building. My man, you know we go back like Ajax, man. Appreciate both of y'all being here. Everybody tuned in, man. Appreciate y'all. Any last words y'all gotta say, man?
Hey, I might. Are you gonna?
Gonna what? You broke up.
Oh, he disconnected.
Damn. Shit, he was about hey, Nintendo don't play that shit around here, just so you know.
We got Magnus in here too. You want to get pulled in? I got him pulled in. You want to unmute? Or are you good?
Magnus, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, what's
You want to
good,
fucking
man?
rave or something?
No, the kid's about to do whatever that song is.
Yeah, that cha-cha slide or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's stuff like that.
Shit, you're gonna get us demonetized, dude.
Sit back now, y'all. Yeah, he right. We're going to have to. Hey, at Magnus, I just want to say, my dog, thank you for tuning in, man. I'm going to roll out and pick up this pizza, man. You know I got to get you in for this next one, man. We got to get you in and talk, man.
Yes, sir.
My dog, man. We go back. He sound like he having the time of his damn life. I don't give a shit. You know, other than that, man, Dr. Specimen, any last words you got, man?
Ready for round 2? I sure am.
I'm ready for round 2, man. Stay tuned. Stay tuned, because it's coming.
What's up?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely. Man, appreciate everybody, man. Other than that, y'all, you know what it is, man. And this also, my daughter made this, so don't go tripping like I just bought this from the store. I got to represent. My daughter made this.